Hi, I'm Grant Kleiman from Darsana Martial Arts, and in this video I want to show you some of the variations we can approach our forms practice with. I use the Broadsword form here because it's the shortest form in our curriculum, and the form just lends itself to variation and practice. In this first run through, I'm really taking my time, focusing on relaxation and alignment, applying the approach that is generally taken with the first routine, the long empty hand routine, Lao Jia Yi Lu. Practicing it in this way, you can really focus on the fundamental body mechanics, the internal awareness and sensitivity and relaxation that really form the foundation of all Tai Chi practice. And it will also prepare your body for more dynamic approaches to the form. This is also a really good way to really see the details in the movements. So if you're learning the form right now, or you just want a reference to clearly see the movements, this version of showing you the form should hopefully be of some use. Coming up in this next version of the form, I do what I call my continuous flow form. And I'm just focusing on keeping the movement going smoothly, trying to have no pauses, seeing where one movement can sort of curve or arc into the next, or bounce off into the next movement. So you'll see I'm working on having no pauses at all, just flowing straight through the form. And this is a great way to prepare to do the form at speed. When my students test this form, one of the requirements is that they're able to perform the entire thing in under 30 seconds. So one of the ways that we practice for that is this continuous flow form. First, just seeing that we don't have any unnecessary stopping points, that we're able to continue to flow one movement into the next. This next version coming up, it's almost the opposite. I call it the power form, and this is where I'm going to be focusing a lot on stamping or stomping my weight down, dropping it down very heavy, and using that energy to bounce off into the next movement, as well as fa jin or explosive energy, explosive power in a lot of the thrusts and sort of chopping or slashing motions. It's a really fun way to do the form and really helps you to begin to understand how to link your body together using the ground and the gravity to generate power. I also just find it to be a really good approach for opening up the joints, just sending that amount of energy through them, as long as they're warmed up and prepared, can really help to loosen things up for you. In this last version of the form I'll show you here, I call it the flying form. The idea here is to just be very light and agile, cover more distance with the movements, and just try to see if I can get some height and be rooted while still being very light and quick on my feet. Coming up here, I'm only going to be performing 2 rings around the sun. That's this movement here. If I had done all 3, which is traditional, I would have ended up off the screen. And hopefully I've shown you through this video that you can approach form practice in a multitude of different ways for different focuses and to get some different results out of the practice. Just have fun with it. Explore and make the practice yours. I decided to add this footage at the end. This was from another video, and I performed the form just as I usually would, which I think you'll see is a combination of the various elements. There are moments when I am a bit more meticulous and slow. There are moments where I focus a little bit more on the fluid transition from one movement to the next. Some where I focus on being light and agile, and others where I'm focusing on being powerful. Thank you guys for watching, Happy practicing.